Before I show you guys what we did on the BRZ today and tomorrow are the very last days to get entered in to win these 18 by 10.5 TE37s. $20 buy-in. First link down in the description box below. To everyone who's entered so far, thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me. There's also a donation link on the Vossen website if you want to help out Cameron, but you don't want the wheels. All right, let's jump into today's video. What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another vlog. Today we are going to be installing some silvers Neomax coilovers onto our new 2022 BRZ. We just installed a set of the silvers on the hatch. From what I can tell so far, I really enjoyed them. Haven't really driven the car much, maybe about 2 miles max. If we can get these on relatively quickly, we should be able to go take this thing out before it gets all snowy and icy again outside and see how they ride, see how they feel. Let's go ahead and get these things opened up. They are from a first gen BRZ, but they are the same, first gen and second gen. All right, we got them opened up. These guys are fully adjustable, 24-way dampening. I believe they're 8K front, 6K rear spring rates, so it's not super stiff. They do include a set of the sway bar end links, spanner wrenches, stickers, some service information, and that's about all there is to it. This is how high the car currently sits, 100% stock, factory suspension. Of course, I do not have my tape measure here. It's back at the house right now for some odd reason. It's about a 4-finger gap up front and same in the rear, 4 fingers front and rear. Let's get this thing on the lift, pull off the wheels, pull off the suspension, and get these new silvers installed. Alrighty, front suspension, we have 2 bolts down here for the lower strut mount holding it onto the knuckle. ABS line pops off, brake line unbolts, sway bar end link unbolts, and 3 nuts up top for the strut top mount. Moving on to the rears, we went ahead, pulled out the trunk carpet, pulled out the foam insert that goes right there. We're also going to pull out that side. And then if you look down there, you see that nut there. There's one there and one on the front side right there. Pull those 2 nuts off on each side, and then we'll jack the car up in the air and pull off the lower strut mount. rear suspension is off. What I found easiest with the FRS or BRZ is to also disconnect or remove this bolt here. So the whole lower control arm can swing freely like that. We still have the sway bar connected, but it drops down plenty enough to get the strut out. Let's do a little side-by-side comparison of a new coilover versus what we just pulled off. Much smaller, much lighter, way more adjustability with the coilovers. Let's go ahead and get the preload set. Same concept as we did on the STI. Hand tight on the preload plus about a quarter turn is what I've always done. Let's go ahead and knock it out. Preload is completely set. Before I put the coilovers on the car, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna slam them all the way, 100% as low as they can possibly go, and then get them on the car. I'm really curious to see how low silvers can go. This is only my second time running them, so let's get the lower mount threaded all the way up till it completely is bottomed out, and then we can get the coilovers onto the car. These things are completely maxed out. Rears are bottomed out down there. Fronts are threaded all the way up. So let's slap on the rears and then the front, lower it down, see if that's even drivable. She's definitely gonna be low. Let's get all the wheels on, get this thing on the ground and see what happens. She is definitely low. Wow. Let's see how many fingers we're at. We're at negative fingers. Pretty freaking low. I can dig it. Actually, you know what? That's not even all the way low. Our lift arms are holding everything up, so I'm gonna have to bust out the big blocks. That's how you know it's low. Well, she definitely passes the low test. It's drivable, I think. Let's go cruise and see how it feels. If it starts rubbing, I'll probably come right back to the shop and raise it up like an inch. But I think we should be all right because the wheels stick in so far. I know it looks funny. I'm just as excited as you guys to get some new wheels on this thing. Try to take the bumpiest road out of the shop just to see how these coils absorb bumps, and I must say I am thoroughly impressed. It does rub just a tiny bit when you hit a bump, but of course that'll be fixed when we raise the car up. I don't plan on leaving it this low. Overall, first first impression of the coils on this car, insane. They feel so good. They are all the way soft right now. So if we take her on some back roads and it's a little too soft, we can always stiffen it up quite a bit. And surprisingly, I know it does need an alignment, but alignment's not that far off. We didn't mess with the camber or anything. We just had a natural, 100% natural front and rear, and it drives straight. I know it does need an alignment, but it's not. But it's a lot better than what I thought it would be. Hell yeah, I'm excited. This is sick. It's low, but it still drives and rides so good. That's a win. That's a big old W today. I knew it would happen eventually. Whenever you install headers on, especially catless headers on FRS or BRZ, they throw a check engine light. As far as I'm aware, there's no ECU tech available for these things, so I'm just gonna have to deal with the check engine light until we can get ECU tech, get a tune on this thing, and we can turn off the CEL then. But yeah, it's gonna happen eventually, it is what it is. All right, we got the car back in the shop. Overall, extremely pleased with the silvers on the BRZ. Probably gonna have to raise it up a little bit when we go ahead and slap on the new wheels. I really don't want to bake in these fenders at all. The wheel and tire setup that we're installing is a fairly aggressive setup, and I think it's gonna look so dang good. Yeah, it should be. You don't need a key, you just hit the button. That sounds good. Fuck it.
Damn, it sounds really good with the headers. Hell yeah.
Pretty fire.
Can we give her a little tap?
Don't seize her up.
A little tap? Damn.
This is when Jared becomes addicted to the Subi Rumble.
Bro, even the Subi Rumble on the WRX got me a little bit.
That
sounds really good. It totally changes the car. I bet it's way funner to drive now.
It is. Especially all slammed on the ground.
Hell yeah.
She's coming along, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see the other mod.
If you guys want to pick up these coilovers, they will fit first and second gen BRZ FRSs. I'll have them linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, my friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we slap on some new wheels.